Oh, thank you. I was pretty sure I'd hit the unmute button, but scuff start. You hear me now? Hydrate. My tea is a little bit too hot, but I do have a drink left over from last night. I'll just drink it. There, you got your hydrate. Matter of fact, I'll use that to take my maracas. It's maraca time. Oh yeah. Time for a maraca dance. Yep. But yes, good morning to Eileen, Necromancer, and Puma. Thank you for coming. How are you guys doing today? We're already having tracking issues. Well, it's maraca time. We have our channel points icon now. I don't know why, but it wasn't letting me upload through like this. When you go to your like channel settings, like the back end stuff on Twitch, they have like this little page that has the summary of all sorts of things and like things that you can do to quote unquote improve your channel. Voice crack. It's just one of those mornings. And you can click on the thing where it's like change your channel points icon, and it lets you upload the pictures from there. And it wasn't working. You're prepping for buying the ticket tonight, like your Conquest ticket. Pop-Tarts. The Pop-Tarts that Necromancer sent still haven't arrived. It's infuriating, and I might have to contact Throne. Let me double check on what's happening. They don't give you any, like, detailed shipping. So, like, all you can do is look at it and be like, yes, this has been ordered, or this has been processed. Like, it hasn't even shipped yet. So, I don't know what's going on there. It says it's available. But it hasn't even shipped yet. So, I still haven't been able to try these magical Pop-Tarts. What am I looking for? I'm still waking up here. Brain is in boot up mode. Yours are s'mores flavor. Those were on my list, and then they were unavailable. They have to be bought. What? No, for a trip, they have to be bought a month in advance. What? I'm confused. I'm confused. What? Oh, you're going on a different trip, so you're buying tickets for that trip. Is that what's happening? Monsty's name doesn't fit in my thing. Well, now I know long names. I have to make more room for them. Well then. Ah. Conquest is my vacation. Just straight up, Conquest is my vacation. And my parents are asking me, like, when are you coming to visit? And I'm like, I don't know. It's gonna cost me like $200. Good morning, Neff. I'm still in brain boot up mode, and I've got my hands wrapped around a hot cup of tea, which is getting too strong. Ooh. I should probably remove the tea bag now. I have like morning gruff voice. Then again, I think I always sound like this. It's just a little bit rougher this morning. Rumi is sick, so I think she picked it up at the Costco. And I thought I had picked it up, but I think I actually caught it from her, perhaps. Because last night I was starting to get a sore throat, and this morning I have a bit more of a sore throat, more than I had last week, so I don't know. Shall see. I might be sick for the weekend. Tesla? Hi. Oh, yeah. I lean just slightly out of view and turn. And oh god, the tracking. The camera doesn't have a very wide range. We're gonna be continuing our painting today. At least that's the plan. Did I say that Necromancer redeemed the Hydrate earlier? I can't read. You both start with N, and apparently that's too much for my brain first thing in the morning. Am I? Oh, no. Hold on. Yeah. Because my monitor sits so high up, I have to, like, look up at it, and apparently the camera's like, I'm gonna make Nameless just bend over backwards. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what I said when the Hydrate was redeemed. It was Neff who redeemed the Hydrate, but Necromancer's name was, like, just above it. And apparently, like, two people with names that start with N is too much for me first thing in the morning. Let's turn on my light. Maybe that will help the tracking a bit. That should probably do something. Yes, tea was too hot. I usually say who did the redeem because it doesn't really show up with the chat log on the window, on the screen. I don't know why. For some reason, Twitch has decided that their integrations that they're going to have don't work with some of the other things. So, like, when someone donates or funds a gift and, like, the emote explosion goes off, I've never seen it. Because I don't keep my own Twitch window open to, I don't want to risk manipulating my numbers. Because I'm not actually watching my VOD, I'm the one who's making it. So I don't actually get to see it because it doesn't show up through OBS, and it also doesn't save to the VOD. So I actually don't know what it truly looks like. And there's no way to add it to my my thing. Which I was sad. So, like the emote explosion and like the fireworks and stuff, the redeems don't also show up in the chat log on screen. So I like to say who did it, because it's their participation. And now that my brain booted up, I was like, that doesn't say necromancer, that says Nefficus. And I'm like, did I do him wrong? Did I say necromancer did the redeem and not Neff? Neff? I don't know why I like saying your name like that, but I just do. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to post. Phrasing? What did I do? I forgot to post that I was streaming. Should probably do that. Which thus forces me to manipulate my own numbers by giving my channel a view. Rage. Brain is still booting up, apparently. Nobody has posted in the content creators on the skill tree server since yesterday. Okay, that's weird. Skill monkeys, create more content. He was too hot. Phrasing. Did I do him wrong? Did I do him a bad? Look, I'm the one who's supposed to be an incubus, and I didn't even... My brain too tired. He'd get along well with Rumi's boyfriend. He would have picked up that one too. I'm gonna have some of my tea now. Apparently putting my hands in front of my face has just made me look down. Oh, good lord, what is happening? Ugh. My eyes are rolling back in my head. The tea was that good. I have to go let Mathis out of his carrier. So we'll be back in just a moment. Tesla, are you having a bath? You're just sitting on my floor, folded in half. A pretzel. Tessa, are you going to eat the rest of your food, or are you just going to touch your kibble once and then turn around again? Okay. You had your opportunity. So you know that thing that cats do when they like when they're really happy and they walk with their tail like straight up. Well, River is so happy that his tail not only goes straight up, but it like bends forward. And it's like running along his back. Cat, it's Jugga time. Jugga or is it Yaga? Oh, he squirrels? Yeah, he kind of does that. Yeah, it's kind of like a squirrel. Sorry. I say Tesla squirrels because, like, he stands on his hind legs when you hold up his bowl for food. And, he'll stand up on his hind legs, but he's got, like, these little tiny feet because he only has 3 beans. And then he just looks kind of like a squirrel because, like, all of his size is in, like, his thighs and hips. And it looks like he's wearing pantaloons, so when he does that little thing where he stands on his hind legs, he just looks... it looks kind of like a squirrel, so I call that squirreling. It took me a second, yes, like, his tail, like, runs, like, straight up his back, like when a squirrel tries to cover itself with its tail. I'm just referencing the squirrel cat. This is something I'm unfamiliar with. I have done something to my arm in the night. To painkiller or not a painkiller? That is the question. That is the question. It helps if I enunciate my words. There's a yawn trying to escape. It made it out. Sure you have a cat and not just a really big squirrel. He is as soft as a squirrel. Have you ever pet a squirrel? I've pet squirrels. They are very soft. If you think rabbits are soft, squirrels are softer than rabbits. And Tesla's got the softness of a rabbit, but he's a cat. But he's got, like, bird feet. He's so messed up, and I love him. I love him from the tip of his little cute black nose to the end of his manky tail that has lost its tip to frostbite. So it's kind of weird, too. It's like a little paintbrush. It's got a little tip on it. There's all sorts of things wrong with my cat, and I love him. I love every little bit of him. Oh my god, I saw a video the other day of a cat that had polydactyly, but it was like double polydactyly, so instead of 5 beans, it had 6 beans on its feet. So it had like double thumbs. Plus the extra bean. And I was like, what? That's where Tesla's beans went. This cat got all of Tesla's extra beans and then some. Good morning, Zio. How are you doing? I'm doing good. We're in boot up mode. Brain is waking up. Let's send a couple squirrel cats to you on Discord. Oh wow, they're so fluffy. Hold on, I gotta share this. We're gonna just. They're beautiful, Puma. But yeah, River does that, except he has a skinny, standard black cat tail. In the process of getting properly caffeinated. Yeah, I have tea this morning. I was gonna make coffee, and then I was just like, and I felt like having tea. Well, there's just one. Oh, this one is just so goddamn cute. Oh, you're so adorable. I thought I saw a cat out of the corner of my eye. Oh, God. I guess it's having trouble with me, like, turning because it's trying to do face tracking and not body tracking. I suspect that's what's happening when I turn my face away. It's just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh. Hey. Eventually, I'd like to get, like, hand tracking. But that's a long way off. Alright. Very cute cats. That cat has a very particular look. It's almost like a wolf. If cats were wolves, this is what it would be. I know it's definitely a breed with a particular name. I just don't know what it is. But he's beautiful. I would hate to have to brush that fur every day, though. That's a lot of extra fur. What do you think? Do we want to continue working on this painting today, or do we want to start a different one? We've got these other options. So this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. I found a boar bristle beard brush works best on cats. That would be nice. I wonder if that would work on my hair. My hair is about as long and thick as my avatar's. The tornado? I'm looking forward to all of these. I have hundreds of pictures like this that I could pick from. Not too long to finish it. Me, I could keep going for forever on a painting, so. But we've definitely, now that I'm looking at it today, I like it a lot better than I did yesterday. I like where it is now, especially like this area in here where I was struggling with the clouds. And the, I guess the rainy area. I like it a lot more down in here too. And this backside of the mountain is just fine. It needs a little bit of cleanup, but it's definitely going very well. So we shall just continue. I definitely need to finish this back end of the mountain here. So we'll just continue. Art and chat, that's what this is about, right? There's not enough blue here. Helps if I'm actually using the brush that I'm supposed to use. I was like, why isn't this working very well? Doing the head tilt thing. Yeah, all of them I have to mute. Sorry, I have a little bit of sniffles. I don't want to sniffle too much or too intensely on the stream, because that's... ugh. It still boggles my mind that this land formation even exists. And I love the fact that it does. Nature is just so wild. The cats are getting into a paper bag in the kitchen area. Just hear this scuffling noise out there. Happy Unicorn Day? Is that is that an actual thing? Is there a unicorn day? I mean, there's a day for everything, but you know. Interesting. Unicorn Day, just because Unicorn Day. Humanity is strange. day to embrace magic and wonder. Whimsy. It's the best. We need more magic and wonder in our world. I always wish that magic were real, but if it were, our world would be a very different place. And I'm not sure it would necessarily be better. Humans are very dangerous. Be heavily regulated and exploited for sure. People would use it for nefarious ends and to control the population. I think if there were actual magic in our society, existence would be very dystopian. There'd probably be fewer of us. The survival rates, yep. Good morning, Fantasy. How are you? Or good afternoon in your case. Struggling a bit with this one spot here. The transition is. Probably because I haven't got it light enough. Just gonna keep blending until we get it. Let's be honest, we have magic, but we still call it science and don't acknowledge how fascinating it often is enough. Yeah, that is very true. I think it was Arthur C. Clarke who said any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I mean, even a lot of programmers or like Psy will call themselves wizards or technomancers, stuff along that line. And they're correct. As Psy puts it, she spends hours ruminating over this strange language only she and a few others can really truly understand to make something happen from nothing. I mean, that's magic. And you start getting into, like, the deeper parts of physics, like quantum mechanics, and that shit's literally just magic. I have a fascinating magical artifact that will beam images and sounds from various places into the screen. Like a scrying mirror, yep. Use it to watch friends draw. Or attempt to draw, in my case. I'm attempting to paint here. Though, let's be honest, it doesn't have to look exact. It does look like the misty side of a straight cliff. It's a little bit obscured by clouds. It's like it doesn't have to be perfect. But the challenge is to get it as close as possible, I suppose. There is, like, one extra level up from this challenge is where you just do it with straight up the hard brush. No blending. No beautiful blending brush like I have here. I think I would lose my mind. I'm not sure I actually want to do that challenge. But at the same time, that's how you improve your art, is by doing challenging things. Do you know that this is actually like a turquoise color? Sometimes I think I know a lot about color, and then I do something like this, and I'm just like, well, I know jack shit. Like my grass. My grass is actually not green. It's actually yellow. It's like a golden yellow. It's like the color of mustard. Even this quote-unquote green right here, still yellow. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But it's just like, you know, most people are like, oh, grass is green, and they go to select a green color, and it's absolutely wrong. It's actually yellow. But because we've got so much blue in the mountains, yeah. And even then, like, the mountains themselves, when I select a color, it is between, like, cyan and blue. Like, here it's more blue, but the sky, approaches more cyan in places. And this color right here, this sort of blue-green color, is actually more green than blue. Whereas down here, this is actually more orange than purple. I know it looks kind of purplish. If I go and select the part that is the most purple, it's still straight up just orange. Grass around here is yellow for all but 2 months of the year, pretty much, yeah. Whereas right here is purple. Yes, just purple. Right in here. This really dark part, purple. It's fascinating the way our brains register color. And the way we perceive things. It's just wild. Again, science and nature. It's the nature of things with David Suzuki. Oh, that little ridge highlight there. Perfect. It's that quote from Emperor's New Groove. Yeah. When the light hits that ridge just right, mountains just sing. swear I saw a cat out of the corner of my eye. Sneaky ninja cats. Not to be confused with the samurai pizza cats. Fantasy's gonna have a field day when I upload those, or get around to making the redeems. It's gonna absolutely lose their mind. All of this stuff up front is much more yellow. Look at that, it just brings it right to life. Especially we've got this little spot down here. Really nice bright golden color. A little dark spot in the ridge right about here. Oh, the stars are cute. You're doing now is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think this is probably my favorite exercise. Probably by far is just doing this. It's very relaxing. I want to give people energy in the morning, but I also want to give them just enough relaxation that, like, you're not too stressed. But also, like, you can wake up slowly. I'll grab this color ring here. Whoever took this photo, like, I've gotta find this actual photo, and so I can credit the photographer, because it's a beautiful shot. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Death Stranding. I think it's like the misty colors, while still vibrant, but also desaturated. colors. It's the environment design for that game was just amazing. Mathis is at the end of my bed playing with, well, the end of my bed. I don't know what they find so fascinating there, but he's just and just rolling around. It's very cute. Mathis, what are you doing? Oh yeah, having those like bright little highlights of sun on the hills, just right on the ridge here. One thing I noticed yesterday is these mountains are actually like a white stone, like a whitish yellow. So the weather must have been very intense when this picture was taken. And these bright highlights and like the road that you're seeing are the natural color of the actual stone. I should find a picture from Iceland to paint next, because they have all of the like dark basalt. I was just picking up my cup of tea, Neff. Good job. Good timing. Little posture check. We're gonna take our hydrate. Yeah, that little star is adorable. I'm happy with it. I might add a little bit more contrast so you can see that it's not just a regular star. Because at that size, very small, hard to see details. Also, it needs just a little bit more, I think. I probably just need to up the intensity of the lines so that they show, so they actually read when you see it at that size. One thing I do love about this is, like, you know this stone for this mountain is white, but the shadows are so intense it looks like it's just dropping off into a dark void here. Ugh. A Banivator. Likely Banivator. Restricted. Legislative Snoopery Zone. Wow. I have banned the bot for the day. Again, you think this color is purple, but it's actually brown. Trying to give a bit of a misty look here. It's funny because I think it actually should be more of a red tone down here. Oh. Gonna push into magenta and see if that fixes it. Yes, there we go. Trying to bring up that mist. This very artifacted mist that you get here. This is probably why I thought the picture was AI, because the screenshot I had from the video is there's a lot of artifacting going on because the picture was probably saved from somewhere else and then saved again and again, and then you're just losing a lot of the quality. This is 100%, by the way. So there's just some interpretive work going on down here in the corner. But that's alright. The shape of this is wrong. But you know what? I think it's fine. I think we can just leave it as it is. You scared me. I thought you wanted to ban me. No, I would never ban you. Go safe with me. There's a lot of weirdness going on with the color in here. Just right here. Lots of weird blues. Purples. Fascinating little spot in this painting. And like, this color, I think, has to come into here. Oh, even then, let's try the magenta. going to prepare some food soon for tomorrow and make Mexican stew. That sounds delicious. This color right here, I'm not quite sure about. I'm starting to fall into the fine details where I start concentrating really hard. Sorry about that. I think roommate is waking up because River is gone to sit in front of the door and make meow noises. Cute little high pitch, like meow. For the commission, I forgot. Did you want me to provide the details in a Word doc or over Discord or question mark? Whatever's easiest for you. I mean, the last one we just did it over Discord, and I just saved notes. I just saved it in an RTF file. So. That moment when the painting has more fidelity than the reference. I'm like, I need to do this space in the cliffs, but I've got to kind of make it up a little bit because the reference is so jank. Yeah, sorry I didn't answer your question before stream. I meant to, and I got distracted. I did see your message on Discord, I just didn't get a chance to respond, and then I started streaming. I saw it as I was going to sleep last night, and by last night I mean at like 4:30 this morning, because insomnia's been kicking my ass. So I just hop into Stardew until I can't keep my eyes open anymore, and then I go to sleep. I'm a good adult. Oh, River, you're making the most adorable noises in the world. Actually, little scraggly bits of land right in here that are just barely catching the light. I come off this little spot right here. All sorts of little scrabbly bits. Yeah. That is coming along so well. I don't know if you can hear River, but he's being very cute. Oh, I've gone in and touched the shading again on the mountain. Why do I do this? Oh, that's what's bothering me. It's really dark here. Still the wrong shape. Doesn't have to be exact. Why do I do this to myself? He is super cute. He loves his mama so much, he just sits outside of her door and meows. And it's the cutest gosh darn thing you ever did hear. I think I want to go in here with ever so slightly lighter color. Throw in a little bit of cloud here. Because I think there's a bit of a misty cloud right here that I'm just kind of missing. Whatever this brush is, it's really great for clouds. I'm curious to get your feedback, realizing I'm having to express a lot of emotion through stance and facial expression. So I'm curious to get your thoughts on how manageable all three things are: emotion and face, pose, and overall character painting. The face merge of a real person. Can let me know if things are ambitious or just not really possible. I mean, it'll probably be a great challenge for me, and you know how I'm up for those. I don't know how it'll turn out, but I will definitely give it my best shot. May take a long time. It may go through several variations as I improve my skills. Just like I redid the ear on your commission like 12 times. Like what I'm still currently doing. But that's how you get better at art, is you just keep pushing yourself to do better each time. It's difficult, absolutely. But it's 100% worth it in the end. If it's not difficult, it's not worth doing, right? It's how you grow as a person, too. Things are hard. And that builds character. But as long as it's a good hard, you have to have that balance between difficulty and enjoyment. If everything's just difficult, well then life ends up sucking. And there's no sense in living through suckage. It has to be enjoyable. It's like getting into flow state. There's a level between difficult and engaging, and it's called flow state. And I often drop into that when I'm working on one of these where I get really, really quiet and I just go with it. That's when I'm in the best state of arting. This is too green right here. There's too much green. Look at that. Just a little bit of touch of gold changes the whole thing. It's like a whole new painting. Just channel your inner Bob Ross. Nothing has to be perfect. It's happy accidents. Rumi has entered my bathroom for some reason. Maybe she needs my cough drops. Oh, I messed some stuff up here. It's okay. Fixing it will just result in a better picture. For sure, I've just thrown all of the ooh, that'd be cool thoughts at it and figure you can pull back, remove anything that you feel won't work. Yeah, absolutely. I will give you the usual consultation, the discussion, and like sketches and whatnot. You left me with a lot of creative freedom in the last one, so I just went with what worked. Like, initially there wasn't even supposed to be a background, it was supposed to just be a simple, just a very simple background, not like the clouds or anything. It was just going to be a flat color, but I ended up putting in the background because he gave me so much of an extra tip, and then everything just snowballed from there, and I'm like, yeah, well, this is it now. I'm getting a better gauge on what I should charge for paintings like that. I know art costs a lot of money. It's a luxury. But I still want to, like, make my paintings affordable for most people so that, like, they can have something beautiful in their lives, but also I've been booped! I need to make sure that I also make enough to not undervalue my skill. Because this is a skill that took a lifetime to build. Yeah. I think it's like I should charge more. I just feel bad for charging more. And then there's also the people who are like, oh well, I could just get an AI to make this, so why should I bother commissioning you? And I'm like, well, for one, it's not made by a real artist. So two, it's probably generated using work stolen from another artist who put their entire life skill into making a painting that was shoved into your machine algorithm. Like, there's lots of reasons to commission real human artists. But, like, the people who are like, oh, I could shove this into an AI and get the same results or better, they were never going to be your customers anyways. At least that's the way I look at it. And they're, the people who complain about your rates the most are the ones who were never going to be your clients to begin with. Oh, poor Rumi's coughing. She's not normally up this early either. She was up really early yesterday, which is a sign that she is not feeling well. Because she is the opposite of me. She is not an early bird. To get this golden color that's in here, right? I think my saturation's too low. But there we go. That's the color that I want. We'll drag some of this color through the hill here. And right down here as well. I think this is an exercise that should be taught in schools. In like actual art classes. Saving them for something special, but goes, oh, good luck with that. Yeah, forget them. They don't see the value in the service you're providing. Exactly. These people were never going to be clients in the first place. And that's just how it is. It's like somebody goes to complain about your prices, and then they're like, oh, like, your art is trash, fuck you, when you, like, stand your ground. It's like, you were never going to be a good client in the first place. As a matter of fact, you're toxic, and I'm going to warn everybody else in the community about you. I've gotten people like that in the past when like they weren't even paying actual money. When it was like internet coin from like Gaia or something, they're like, "Oh no, that's too much. It's trash anyways." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're the one who wanted it in the first place." What does that make your taste if you think it's trash? Makes your taste trash too. Yeah, people saying my art is trash doesn't really bother me. Because I'm already a trash panda. It's called a trash can, not a trash cannot. Look at that, a little highlight there. Put the shadow in here. As a matter of fact, this needs to be highlighted a little bit more. I wonder if that Sola person is gonna come back. Oh, Rumi. She's more likely to get sick too because like she's taking something that suppresses her immune system. Mathis, you being adorable. Mathis is making the chirp noises. Pretty sure these lines are like someone's tire treads, like someone drove a vehicle all the way up here through this nice lush grass on the side of the mountain. Can you tell I'm putting off putting in that little road? I'm just like, no. I don't want to ruin it. Plus, and if I have to make any adjustments to the paint underneath, it's gonna really mess shit up. there's a really dark line right here. I had to allow the term, they are trash. Yeah, the road is one of the last steps. You're just too savage for Automod. It's a sensitive little Karen. Automod is like, you're talking shit about someone? Oh, my feels. How sensitive. How dare. I can't even. It's like you have an opinion that is different from standard norms. You want to say someone is trash? Oh, I can't believe it. How could you? It's like an old lady just clutching her pearls. This color right here. This purple needs to come up in here. This purple blue right here. Again, it doesn't need to be exact, but I would like it to be as close of a replica as possible, because that's the exercise. Can't say all I want here. If I do, I get mad. Good morning, Nachos. How are you today? Got your name right now. I'm awake this time. Took a little while to wake up, but we're awake now. good. Just got back from Morocco and had a deer within 25, 30 feet of me. Nice! I live downtown. There are no deer. Sad. If I could afford it, I would live in the woods. But I can't. Also don't drive, so kind of hard to live in the woods if you don't have a vehicle, nor do you have a license. A full license, at least. I have a partial license. I'm such a good adult. Yep. We're just putting the finishing touches up on this painting. And by finishing touches, I mean I'll probably be in it for another 2 or 3 days if I keep going. Oh, in Ontario, we have something called the graduated licensing system for drivers. So, you have to go through these stages where there's wait periods, and you can reduce the wait period by having, like, driver's education courses and stuff. Apparently my driver's education is too old, and so I don't get to reduce the wait period again. But we have G1, G2, and G class license for standard, personal vehicles. We have a separate one for motorcycle as well. And then there's like commercial licenses, school bus, tractor, etc. And I have my G1. And then, to go to G2, you do the G1 exit test. The G1 is just a written test. It's like road signs and traffic laws and shit like that. The G1 exit test is a driving test, and there are certain limitations to how you can drive. Thank you for the hydrate nachos. And then after that, you have to wait between 8 months and 1 year to do the next test, and that's to give you an opportunity to get lots of driving practice so that you're not such an ass driver. And then you do the final test, which is the G2 exit test, and you get your G license, which I believe just stands for general class vehicles. So vans, sedans, etc., small U-Hauls. So that's what I mean by a partial license. I have the G1 license, which is just the written test. It's like baby's first license, and I've had that since I was like 19. Most people get it at 16. I'm terrified of vehicles, so I just didn't want to get my license. I'm terrified of driving. There's too many other people on the road who should not have their license, and I don't want to be one of the people that adds to it. But I suspect largely my fear of driving and all of the stuff required to do the driving stems from me having undiagnosed ADHD my entire life. When I start to really, like, look back and assess things that I haven't done in my life, it all falls into that category of, it all falls into that category of, it requires too much concentration that I didn't think that I had. And that's because I didn't have it, because I had ADHD. I feel like I'm playing with this too much. And I'm just kind of messing it up here. bit of ridge light right here. Then we have this really dark spot right in here. So, yeah, most of my failures in life can be chalked up to the fact that I was living life on hard mode. Because they didn't like to diagnose girls with ADHD back in the day. And I am unfortunately in that category. As I always say, much to my chagrin, I have a uterus. And I don't care for it. There's too much screwing around happening with this one spot in the painting. Let's just reduce the details. Out some of this saturation here. As a matter of fact, I think it needs to be more blue than purple. Yep. That's what was bothering me. It's just a nice blue shadow in there. I cut my teeth learning to drive in California on a motorcycle, so I'm very comfortable being within very close proximity of fast-moving vehicles. I wanted to get my M license, but I don't even have my G, so what right do I have to be driving a motorcycle, right? Just some things you're not meant to do. Just like I wanted to be a police officer, but that obviously didn't happen. The way my health is, I would not have been very effective. But also my stress response to seeing people harm one another is to like burst into tears. I hate seeing people hurt each other. Okay, we need blue up in here. I think a little bit of a ridge highlight here. Yeah. Take this color and bring it down here too. Man, if you go look at the like start of the VOD yesterday and how different this started out, it's always so exciting to think about like where it started and where it comes to in the end. And I used to hate drawing digitally. No food yet. Forgot that the meat needed to marinate first. No! Well, I hope you find something else to eat in the meantime. Too much green in here. Reduce the green. Leg shakes. Should probably stop that. Let's be still. Be still, my leg. I feel so bad. Nothing I can do to help me feel better. At this point, I'm just faffing about with this. What was a weird noise outside? It's right here. This dark line needs to go. That like gray ridge highlight that I'm trying to grab, bring out here. This. I have been booped. Yeah, Remy just sneezed. Women just be women, you know? Useless emotional and any issue or cause problem can be boiled down to that one fact. Women, absolutely asinine. I trust any average women in almost any situation far more than the average man. Yep. Be in tune with thine emotions. And yeah, Remy's really sick, so I feel bad because there's nothing I can do for her. Alright, let's do the thing that I am dreading. Precisely stitch. Ah! Oh yeah, I needed that. This is why I want a hand tracker, so you can see my arms going up. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get sick as well. My immune system's surprisingly robust. Alright, our road. I'm probably going to use the pen tool for this, because it's more intense. As a matter of fact... I'm gonna do it this way. Trust me on this one. We sort of want to follow like this little ridge line here. And then it comes back up. Hold on. This is harder than it looks. Especially since my painting is not quite accurate to the, to the actual reference, like in terms of like the shading and the hills and stuff. This little line comes up here, so do our little scoop around there. We'll just kind of make it up. We get the gist of it, right? And then this road sort of comes back up a little bit. I think what's happening is it's disappearing behind the hill here, and coming out here, and then it follows the ridge of the mountain. And it just kind of disappears back there. And now we switch to our lighter color. Because we have that little dark bit underneath. We've got that sharp shadow edge of the road. Oh, move my whole painting. The color is going to start fading a little bit as we get in here. Come on, Meow. Follow the line. I will be blending this all in afterwards. Posture check. Give your neck a little stretch. Straighten your back. Wiggle your shoulders. Give your shoulders a little rotate. Can't see me doing that because there isn't body tracking. It'll lurk as I do a test stream because yesterday's stream notes just wouldn't let me for whatever reason if the test stream was well, and I'll stream for a little bit. Well then. If you're streaming when we're done, maybe we'll raid into you. What are you going to be streaming? Hydrate! Tea. It's cold tea now. Not quite iced tea. My window isn't open today. And then the road just kind of turns blue after this. Let's grab this color. That should be right. Yeah. See, look at that. The road just kind of turned like a blue shade. I'll be streaming some Hollow Knight or some Vintage Story, not fully sure. Okay. I usually raid another artist. Most people came here to watch art, but we'll see. Don't forget to post it in the skill tree Discord if you're there, which you should be because you're a skill monkey. Alright, now to do a little bit of blending. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for this. fix the road through here. I didn't put enough curve. There's these really like intense shadows, I guess, where it like the path has been cut into the side of the mountain a little bit. The scale of this, like, this is the walking path, I think. Like, it's not like an actual road. It's a hiking path. But like a person would be like this big on it. Hello, Velcro. Velcro is now in front of my face tracking. I apologize. It is cat time. Let me put the painting up in such a way that you can see it properly. I think that's probably good. Just a little bit down. Time to sit back with cat in the arms. But I think that's pretty much done. I'm leaning back really far. My tracking is having trouble. Hi. It is cat SMR time. I hope you guys are enjoying the purrs, if you can even hear them. Hello, Kaneko-chu. How are you doing this morning? It is cat time. Velcro has decided to visit, so it is now the chat session of Art and Chat. Well, you're the one who's got your claws stuck in my shirt, dummy. Why are you complaining? There. I settle back with a kitten in my arms. I am also sleepy, I understand this. We just finished this painting. I think I can call this one done. But welcome. Stream is going to be ending very shortly. But I hope you are well and your family. Necromancer is also sleepy. Yeah. Couldn't do insomnia? No, insomnia is also hard mode, so I'm like on double hard mode. ADHD, insomnia, arthritis, it's just compounding. I don't know what a day that's not in pain feels like. I don't know. The mister says, hi, Braddock. How you doing? I've got a kitten paw in my mouth. Mwah. He just reached up to my face. Oh. There's a kitten paw on my face. Velcro is such a sweet baby boy. You're gonna be a year old at the start of next month. A whole year. I think you're getting arthritis in your thumbs. Too much typing. You just need to do thumb exercises. Strengthen the muscles. Yeah, I'm happy with this painting where it is. I think we're gonna leave this painting here. And we'll select something for tomorrow. He's making the beeps. That was weird. I don't use my thumbs to type or with my mouse. Oh, maybe it's from the lack of use. You ever think of that? Your muscles do atrophy, and your hands have lots of tiny muscles in them. What? Ah! Cat juggling. He's being screamy again today, guys. He comes up for snuggles and then he screams when I snuggle him. Because I'm not snuggling him the way he wants me to snuggle him. No. There you go, buddy. You know, you have more stuff to ask my primary, but yeah. I just cocked it, but... What? You mean you chalked it up to getting old? Not cocked? Hee hee, cock. He makes tiny little squeeps. And it's not a squeak, it's a squeep. Autocorrect on my phone. I love Damn You Autocorrect. It's a great site. My favorite one is some lady was like, we're auditioning the kids for play tonight for like a school play, but autocorrect kept like saying auctioning and suctioning, and at one point the lady just got like really mad and she's like, damn auto and then like mess it up, and then she's just like, auto cat rectal birdseed. Just in all caps. The person she was talking to was like, are you okay? So AutoCat rectal birdseed is one of my favorite ones. Yes, birdseed is a swear word now. Just the exclamation, birdseed! You're the one who wanted Snuggles. Why are you screaming? Is it because you're a gassy kitten? And you have a tummy ache? And you want a tummy rub? Yeah. He's very screamy today. He smells like sugar. I think I got him to calm down just a little bit. There we go. You can calm down just a little bit. Maybe. He kissed my nose. There, how about some tea? Would you like some tea? Oh yeah, he wants tea. Is that tasty? Tasty? Ah, yeah. Oop, there's tea on your face. We're able to stream. Yeah. It's meow meow hangout time. Hi, Vel. I think he might have gas. He usually gets upset when he's a gassy kitten. You good now? Here, be the warming bag on my shoulder. It's like having a heating pad, but it purrs. He just didn't want to be on his back. Oh, my avatar's struggling. Hello. He's not mad. He just doesn't want to be on his back, so he was a little upsetty spaghetti. But he's not mad. He just scrims. He's just hanging out now on my shoulder. He just really didn't want to be on his back. He got tea out of it, so I paid the tax. Gave him some of my tea. And now he's just hanging out. You good now, Vel? Yeah. Hey, buddy. Off he goes. And we will find someone to raid because I have a headache. I was hoping that Evan would be on, but Evan is not on yet. So, oh! Oh! Hey, Evan is there! Maybe we'll stay till Evan... hello, Evan! How you doing? Thanks for coming by! Everybody, Evan does art for his D&D world, and he's absolutely fantastic. Bye, Puma. Have a good day. Drive safe. His art is absolutely stellar and fantastic, and he gives great life advice. You're gonna do your warm ups with me? Well, I can hang out for a bit longer. We just had my one of our cats visiting. I say my cat, but he's my roommate's cat, Velcro. Uh, I always have a headache. I've had a headache for like 3 hours. I had a headache the whole stream. And I was just like, well, this painting's done, and the cat is screaming. And, I'm not actually doing any art now, because we've reached the chat part of art and chat. Nah. I'm not pushing myself. I like hanging out with people, so this was like the hangout moment. But thank you for coming by. You are an absolutely spectacular artist, and having you come to my stream, I'm like, oh no, he's gonna see my stuff. But headaches are a normal thing for me, so it's not that unusual. But I definitely have to not do any more art for at least 2 hours because of my shoulder. Get to learn. No, no, embarrassment. Thank you. Yep. Having an artist who has way more experience than I do, and come to my stream is like, oh, it's like when Cena raids you, Evan. Where you're like, no. Yeah, but how are you today? Are you having a good day? Were you lurking secretly? How long have you been hiding here? You found out that I wanted to raid you secretly. The panic rises. You just got here? You got here literally just in time. He's speaking the devil. Except I'm the demon. Oh, thank you for coming by. We've been working on this painting since yesterday. It's the exercise of replicate still life or some other piece without selecting from the painting or the reference. Color wheel only. I would like to do the hard brush exercise that you mentioned someday. Just all the stuff you're saying about him. You say, oh, you were lurking. I'm gonna be nervous from now on. Especially when I, like, get to draw on a human. Your anatomy and your drawing style is so beautiful. Everyone go subscribe to Evan. I don't know if this will work, but I don't know if that will work. I don't have really anything bot-wise set up because I'm not smart enough. It obviously did not work, but everybody go subscribe to Evan. Or follow Evan. Subscribe if you can, if you have the means to do so. But yeah, his art's really good. Hold on. I need to adjust. It's all about thinking about the lighting first. Yeah, pretty much. Like, the way it started out yesterday was pretty scuffed, but you know, when you're starting from a blank canvas, pardon the sneezing in the background, my roommate is very sick. When you're starting with a blank canvas and you've got to lay down color on a white surface, and then you've got this, like, really intensely dark piece, it will always look scuffed at first. running out of tea. I'll have to go make another cup of tea. Zeogrim, welcome back. Zeogrim, Evan came by, and yeah, he's a really great artist too. Evan Zeo is also a fantastic artist. He also streams. Definitely check him out because his stuff is absolutely fantastic. I think you would really like Zeo's art. Yeah. Artists helping artists. There's a lot of people here that stream. Nacho's Guardian of Chaos 2 streams as well. I call him Nachos because he's Nachos on the Skill Tree Discord server. A band of culture, yes. Yeah, Evan's doing all the art for his D&D world, and his style is absolutely spectacular too. Yes. I have been booped. Booting of his self-confidence? Boosting, yes, boosting. We'll boot his self-confidence too. Boot it to the stratosphere! Yeah, no, Evan's really talented. And his chats, when he gets, like, serious, are really great and inspiring. And also, he has a gremlin as well. Every time I tend to come into his streams, there's always something weird going on in chat. That's always a lot of fun. His energy is good, his vibes are immaculate. And he's definitely got the social media thing down. It's like recording shorts and time lapses, and I'm like, I just stream. Facial anchor points. Yeah. Sometimes, like, my avatar auto expressions into something, like, sad, like, and I'm like, I'm just licking my lips, man, they're just dry. I'm not sad, I promise. My maracas make me happy. What, the bots? My roommate can help me with bots too. I'm slowly learning on my own, but I'm very slow to get things done. Like, I've got a Discord server that I started setting up 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't finished. Because ADHD! And of course, like, my sleep schedule is all kind of fucked up right now because I have insomnia. And yeah, so I was awake till like 4 in the morning, and I started streaming at 9. So, you can imagine. I'm a little bit tired. Yesterday we went for 4 hours though. Yesterday was a very long stream. I really need to fix the tongue. Stick it out too far and it's just like artifacts. I don't know what that is. 4 hours and 5 minutes. Well, according to the stats, it was 4 hours and 18 minutes yesterday. I don't know where that extra 18 minutes came from, because when I rated out, like, my OBS timer said 4 hours. See, now that I'm not concentrating on the painting, I'm very chatty. 4 hours and 23 minutes, just add 5 minutes every day, yeah. Eventually, we'll be a full daytime streamer. I'm not sure my shoulder can handle that, and, like, I've gotta call the physiotherapist today and make an appointment. I'm putting that off, too, despite all of your effort to help me, Necromancer. Again, I appreciate that. These sessions with the physiotherapist are, ugh. But at least I get exercise walking there. It's close, but it's like, oddly enough, it's uphill both ways. It's one of those where, like, you leave my apartment and you have to walk up a little bit of a hill, and then you go down the hill, and then you gotta walk up the hill again to the physiotherapist, and then it's just ever so slightly a little bit downhill. Stream 24/7, you know, with my sleep schedule, probably. Posture check. Give your neck a little stretch. Straighten your shoulders. Unshrimp thine spines. And then we do a stretch. Stretch your neck. Yeah. And a hydrate from Necromancer. We're almost done our tea. We'll have to make more tea again. Oh, that almost went down the wrong tube. Whew, that was close. I like tea so much my lungs wanted it too. No, my stomach is greedier though, at least. It's just like, no, it's mine. My organs have their own personalities. What even am I? I don't know! It's past 10 a.m., so we're allowed to have energy now. Hello, Kaneko. You're back again. Yes. Woo, energy! When I focus on the artwork, I get, really quiet. Where's mine? You're gonna have some of mine. I gib. Take my energy. I have no hands right now, so I'll just have to nod at you. I'll shake my little hair antennae. Give you energy, just woo. Wave the energy at you. Ah! I'm sad that I lost one of my main hair beads at Conquest. One of them split in half because they're made out of glass. And I lost it, and I'm so sad. I'll have to find new hair beads. And I lost all of the little gold bits that I made too, but they were just those like hair cuff things. And they fell out too because I lost that one half of the hair bead. I still have the other half. It's sad because I had those for so many years, and I finally found a use for them, and then immediately lost one. But hey, maybe I should just change my hairstyle and just have like beads on one side of my hair, opposite to the little dangly bit that goes on my horns. I'll go one day. One day there will be redeems and you'll have like 100,000 points and you'll just be able to like throw 1,000 shrimp at my face or something. Maybe I'll see if there's any like little models on the market that I can use for free in the meantime while I make my own. I wanna learn how to do some 3D modeling. There's so many skills that I want to have that I just don't have time for. But today is, I've got to get my rent numbers together for the last fiscal year and send those off for taxes, and call the physiotherapist, make an appointment, and I've got to do laundry. There's so much to do today. There's no time for a nap. But maybe that'll help reset my sleep schedule. I have been fighting it since I started streaming regularly. Like, I've been fighting it so hard. Because my body's not used to having an actual schedule. And when the one time I did have an actual schedule, like a real, like, full-time proper job schedule, and not just like, oh, you've got college or university classes, it was like alternating nights and evening shifts week to week, and it destroyed me. That's the only thing I don't miss about being a commissionaire, is that one particular schedule. It just kind of ruined my ability to have normal sleep patterns. And that was only working for them for like 5 or 6 months. And it was even worse when, like, I lost my permanent post to the guy who didn't renew a security guard license on time. I had taken over his post temporarily while he waited for his new license to come back in. And it's like, can I just keep this post? And they're like, no, he's supposed to have it back. You're like bottom tier, low seniority. And it was like, but he didn't renew his license on time. Like, that's his problem, isn't it? I'm doing a good job here. But they didn't let me keep that post. And then I was on call after that. And I was fighting really hard to get a permanent post with them, because I was like, this on-call thing is really not working for me. And they're like, well, since you have experience with permanent posts, we'll put you on these semi-permanent posts. And I was like, okay. That works for me. So that's how I ended up at, like, several different places across Ottawa, doing, like, a week or two in these particular shifts. And then I ended up in, what equates to, the Silent Hill building. Where, like, the upper floors were off limits because they were literally falling apart, but here I am guarding the Prime Minister's stuff because they're using this building as storage. And then we had to write an incident report because a pigeon broke in one of the abandoned rooms. And we couldn't drink any of the water in the building. We could only use it for, like, washing our hands because there was arsenic in the pipes because they were so old. So they had to provide us with bottled water. And that was, I bought the mini fridge from your husband, Kanekochu, way back for, the little basement office that I was in, because I was in the basement loading zone, and that was my permanent post. There were rats there. Big rats. They were, like, the size of fat gray squirrels, like huge rats. And those were, like, in Ottawa, those are the big rats, but yeah. There were rats, raccoons, and hobos. That's what I had at that post. But yeah, I had bought that mini fridge. The other shift workers at my post gave me a little bit to split, so that Braddock could sell his little mini fridge that he wanted to get rid of, and he needed the cash. for things at that time, before you two got married. You know what I mean. Probably. So, yeah, that's where that mini fridge went. It went and lived in the Silent Hill building and became the mini fridge for the basement post. Because we had our own, like, little office with, like, controlled entry where people had to sign in. Because the Prime Minister's, like, overseas audio and video equipment was being stored there, and that's what we were guarding. Rats, Raccoons, and Hobos. Yeah, it's like one of those, like, redneck albums. There was this artist that I'd heard about once. His name was Bob Log the Third. He made some pretty interesting music. It sounds like something he would make. That would be one of his album titles. Rats, Raccoons, and Hobos. By Bob Log the Third. It was fun. I did like the night shift the most because I was allowed to have my laptop out, so I just, like, spent the night writing because I didn't really have to do much other than get up and check the loading dock every once in a while. And, like, we weren't supposed to go outside, and then they got mad at me one time because they were like, this window on this van was open all night. And I'm like, why didn't the evening shift catch that? And they're like, why didn't you catch that? I'm like, because we're not supposed to go outside. And they're like, well, you didn't look out the window. I'm like, yes, I did, but you can't see it in the dark, can you? It was the only thing that I ever got scolded for at that job. I never took a day off from being commissioner. I loved it. I was never late for a shift. I never left a shift early. I was always in perfect uniform. I always followed all of the rules. Sometimes the hour would go by and I would forget to call the main post at night. We had to call every hour for a check-in just to make sure we were, still alive. Sometimes that would lapse and I would forget and they would call me and they're like, hey, are you still alive? And I'm like, yep. They're like, you forgot to call. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, I have to allow the term redneck. Here we go. Redneck and rednecks. Our project is called Mothman and the Liberal Rednecks. Reminded me of that. Since you mentioned it, sounds like it would be a redneck album. That's a great project name. You ever see those pictures of the Mothman statue where people are, like, shoving quarters into his butt crack? That's apparently a thing people do. It was on another stream a while back. I had mentioned it, and I was talking about how eventually we should start a rumor that that's how you greet Mothman. Is you turn your back on it and, like, stick your butt out so that it can place a quarter in your butt cheeks. Because I don't believe in cryptids, but I like making up fun rumors. I'm too much of a scientist to accept that cryptids actually exist. Yep, almost a 3-hour stream. But I'm having fun chatting. I might need to go make some more tea, though. I'd let someone put a quarter between my butt cheeks. Okay, well, I have a story about that. Back when I was in grade 8, we had an assembly. And, of course, we're all sitting on the floor. And it was back when, I still wore jeans to conform to society. God, I hate jeans. And, the boys who were sitting behind me started laughing, and like I had felt something kind of weird, and I thought it was just like my ponytail like brushing my back, because like my shirt's short, and because they don't make long shirts for girls, just like we have pants without pockets. And of course, like even then, while I was still a lot slimmer than I was now, I'm still kind of like chunky. And they were laughing, and I looked behind them, and then one of them was like, "Oh, I put a quarter down your pants, loser." And I thought they were just joking, and then later in the day when I went to the bathroom, I found it in my pants, in my underwear, and I cried the rest of the day. It was a bit traumatic. Boys are stupid. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, like nowadays I would have the confidence to probably say something like that. But back then I was like, I had long hair because I like to hide in it. Now I have long hair because it's pretty. Mothman thirst traps, part of what inspired the name. People will ship anything, honestly. Just like humans will befriend any creature, humans will also ship anyone and anything. Rule 34 exists. But yes, that's my traumatic story with quarters in the butt crack. But Mothman got that yet, right? As a dude can confirm, boys are pretty stupid. Yeah. And, like, they're even more stupid when they're, like, 13, like, 12, 13, and 14. Like that one, I think it's, like, a Dane Cook comedy sketch where he's, like, 14-year-olds are, like, the most vicious creatures. I can't remember which comedian it was. Dane Cook is the first one that comes to mind. But, like, 14-year-olds just know how to destroy you with, like, one word. They're the worst. And when you're a shy, chubby girl who is already considered, like, the biggest loser in the school simply because of the birthmark on her face, you get the worst of the worst. Wonder why I have poor self-confidence? It's because I look different than everybody else. Number 2 is 14. Oh god, they're already that old. I forget how many you even have. You made up for all of us not having kids, Koneko. Yeah. You and Braddock are just like, we're gonna make up for all of our friends not having kids. You had to have the full set, huh? Wow. I still remember when you only had one. I think I've met the girls, and I saw the boy when he was still a squodgy, small, like, fresh creature. Call planned success, yes. Single-handedly repopulating the Earth. Those two. They were very biologically compatible. Yeah. You two won the lottery in biology there. I can't even have kids, so. And then there's the rest of my friends who are like, I'm just not having kids. I don't even get the option. I'm not allowed.
even if I wanted to, I don't get the choice, which is saddening and frustrating at the same time. But also, I would much rather be a father than a mother. I'll just be like Wei Wuxian and I'll adopt. And one time I was talking to my parents, and my dad said something about not having kids, and I'm like, well, like, I could adopt. Does it matter if it's biological? And he's like, yes. And then I felt horrible. Because now I'm 40 and it's getting to the point where, like, even if there was a chance that I could, I still shouldn't. And probably going to reach the point where I'm not able to. And it crushes me. But, you know what? Nothing in life ever works out. Especially for me. I have that kind of luck, so I just roll with the punches. So far, the only thing in my life that has worked out in the way that I had hoped is this. This whole streaming thing. You know, people show up, they chat, they listen to my sad stories and my funny stories. Like that time that Tyler lit his shoe on fire at camp. I haven't told that story yet. But this is working out for me and I'm happy with that. And the art thing is working out thanks to Mystic pushing me to do the commissions, which ended up helping me figure out what was wrong with my shoulder. So hopefully I can fix my shoulder before it gets any worse. And Taekwondo and Lu shooting fireworks at each other. I don't know that story. I might have missed that one. But thanks to Necromancer, I'll be able to go to the physiotherapist. And thanks to Necromancer, I'll probably actually be able to go to Conquest. Because he keeps commissioning me for artwork. Is there Evan Man streaming yet? Not yet. He's still doing his warm-ups, I think. We're done when go to do that. What? I'm confused. Yep. Oh, to commission? You just message me. I don't have a portfolio or anything up yet. I'm slowly putting stuff on my Ko-fi. Kofifi. I have a VGen. I haven't put anything up there yet either. Even though I tried for like 3 weeks straight to get a VGen and then finally got a code and then did nothing with it. ADHD! And Discord. Discord is usually where people contact me. I will, probably after I do my administrative stuff today that I need to do. Well, like my taxes. I will work a bit more on the Discord and setting that up and linking it up with Twitch so that people who are subscribed can automatically join. Thank you for following me on Ko-fi. Taxes? Who pays taxes? Honestly, like Neff was saying, we shouldn't have to do our taxes the way we do. We should do like Norway does and just have the government do it because they already know everything. Like, can we just have normalcy, you know, systems that actually work, that our taxes go towards and actually get used for said things? Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. Apparently it's way too much to ask. I've shifted again, and I must reset my avatar. Yeah, there we go. There. Yeah. Apparently it is too much to ask. Who said our government is good? They're idiots. Well, your government is probably still the better government than everyone else, quite frankly. Your government actually, like, invested in things for the future, for the long term. You have housing for the homeless. You have all sorts of social programs that are really good, you know. I believe they're organized enough to track what they have in their possession. Yeah. I mean, the Canadian government's probably better at it than the American government, especially with Doge. I can't even, like, use the cute dog emotes anymore, and I can't be like, oh, look at Doge! Because, it's been ruined by Elon Musk. He single-handedly ruined that meme. One of the oldest memes on the internet, and he has single-handedly destroyed it. Just as long as he doesn't ruin peanut butter jelly time, man. That will be the end of it. That will be the end of him. Stop destroying our memes. You were the meme lord. You should have just stayed a meme lord. This is what happens when, like, influencers get too much into things. And they think that, like, their opinion actually matters. We're just memes. That's all we are. I'm just a virtual incubus. Like, my opinions don't really have any weight. I draw pretty landscapes. and cute things. And derpage. Like, that's... So when influencers think that they have that their opinion actually matters is when they become toxic, I think. It's like when your parents start using some new generation's slang the moment it exists in their mouth, it's no longer allowed to be used. Oh, that's how we destroy the Gen Alpha and late Zoomy slang. No cap. Sorry to check reaction. Assume U.S. government anytime someone says the government is full of idiots. No, quite frankly, the U.S. government is like a daycare. As a matter of fact, I think a daycare has more order and reason than the U.S. government right now. It happened to the Snow White movie. I have heard things, and I'm just like, you know what? I haven't watched a single live-action Disney, and I never will. Not one. And I will never, ever, ever watch them. I don't care if people are like, oh, but Aladdin was actually kind of good. I'm like, no. No. I won't watch them. They can create something new. I will watch new things. Product, more retirement home, less daycare. It's a little bit of both. I mean, you go far enough into retirement home and it becomes basically daycare. That's why we do it, but it needs to be cringe and sound like you're fumbling the words like nah, chup dog. It's like my dad. My dad has reached the, like, old man status where, like, if you're playing a modern song, he'll, like, come in and do, like, the old man, like, make fun of things dance, and you're like, that's cringe, please stop. Wash the lady. and the Tramp, and I liked it. I was so happy that they added why Tramp didn't like humans and the dogs. There was a live action Lady and the Tramp. The dogs were rescued from shelters and got homes after them. Well, I mean, they couldn't do the, like, the dog goes to the pound and it's going to die thing in modern day like they did in the original Lady and the Tramp. Was it like a modernized version, or was it like old-timey? Like, was it accurate to the story, or was it a modern Lady and the Tramp rendition? Because I didn't even know there was a live-action Lady and the Tramp. Evan is live now! Woo! We can go raid Evan! But we're still having conversation time. We'll let his stream warm up a little bit. Maybe there'll be something weird and saucy happening by the time we raid in. I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys at this point. This is the chat part of Art and Chat. Oh no, I know. Don't worry about it. Thanks for letting me know he was live. I probably would have checked in about 20 minutes or so, probably. Maybe. I thought I'd check and saw he was on cam now. Well then. Thanks for informing me. I did want to raid Evan today, so I don't know why. I just had that vibe that I was like, maybe I should raid Evan today. I raided Moko Maid on yesterday because Tuesdays are supposed to be Titty Tuesday, and that's funny as hell. So I'm just like, okay, Moko Maid gets raided on Tuesday. And C-Not is my usual raid choice, because he's the one that's usually on. I think Evan is, Evan's Canadian too, I believe, and he's like Western Central Canada, so he probably starts a lot later. He's either in CST or PST. But it's probably CST. So he's like an hour behind me. We all need to remember to try and boost his self-confidence. He's very self-conscious and doesn't know he's worthy of anything. Yeah, Evan is absolutely fantastic and deserving of the audience that he has. And he's consistent and he works really hard. He absolutely should have the audience that he has. And he needs to believe in himself more. Just like I need to believe in myself more. We all need to believe in ourselves more, because we're our own worst critics. Like Sayoni, my roommate, she's making a game and she's like, oh, but like, I'm not a good pixel artist, and I look at other people's games and they're so beautiful. I'm like, well, this is your first time making a game with pixel art, for one. And you're a classically trained animator, and you're a programmer. You're a good artist, and you're doing good. And like, her stuff is really good. I won't show her stuff without permission. But her pixel art is very good. It's very, very different from what you would expect. It's like, it's got the fidelity of, how do I explain this? I'm trying to figure out. Party Hard is probably the closest one to the kind of fidelity. Like, it's very, very simple. Lots of flat colors. A lot of pixel. Very blocky, but like also like skinny, tall characters, and they look a little bit spooky, but at the same time like they're really cute. And it's just very stylized, and it reminds me of old like Commodore 64 games when they tried to have high fidelity that you could have in that like 16-bit era, even 8-bit. They turned Jock, the male Scottish Terrier, into a female that I didn't like. Well. Stories stayed true to the original movie, but they added why Tramp didn't like humans. Okay. Something I told someone on my stream once, only you can create the art that you create, so comparing yourself to others is moot, since what you make is entirely unique to you. Yes, indeed. Your art is absolutely fantastic, by the way, Zio. And, like, even if all you can draw is stick figures, then that's all you can draw. Look at XKCD. It's, like, one of the most popular comics on the planet. And his drawings are literally just stick figures. Like, I'm pretty sure XKCD can't draw anything beyond stick figures. But his expertise lies in his science humor. So, you know, you could be the best artist in the world, but you could be, like, the shittiest human being. Or you could be as dumb as bricks, you know? You could be the most boring person on the face of the earth who has, like, the shittiest takes, and you could still be the best artist. And, no matter how good your art is, there will still be people who like it, but most people will be like, wow, you're a shit-tasmic piece of garbage. Like, no. Why have to make fun of my bad stick figures? I'm not making fun of your stick figures. I'm boosting your stick figures. I mean, like, some of the best animations are those, like, stick figure fights. I love those. Yeah, like, Zio, I wish I could draw like you do. Like, I'm capable of drawing. I struggle a lot with line weight. Evan has such a beautiful, beautiful style, too. And, like, Puma, her grasp of anatomy is just, it's beautiful. Her painting techniques leave room for improvement. She has a tendency to still use the burn and dodge tool for shading and highlight. And I think we stopped doing that in, like, 2006 as artists. But, like, that's just part of growth, right? Like, you figure out a technique that maybe works, and sometimes you need to grow beyond a technique. And that's why I do these exercises, and that's why I want to do, like, the hard brush paint exercise that Evan had mentioned on one of his streams once, because I love the round mixing brush. It's what I use almost exclusively for painting. But learning a new technique can help you grow even beyond that. So when you're using basic tools like the round mixing brush, if you know how to do hard brush painting without blending, your skill with the round mixing brush will also improve. And I still do the, like, sharp line art, like anime style line art, and then I do, like, a painterly coloring style on top of it, and I would like to move beyond that. Hydrate. I still have tea. I no longer have tea. I'm tealess. So, yeah. Forcing yourself to go outside of your comfort zone as an artist is the only way to grow. So, like, for Necromancer, who is BRBing right now, the only way to grow from stick figures is to draw something other than a stick figure. Do an anatomy study. skeletons. Like, look at a picture and try to replicate it like I do. But you don't have to do anything complicated. Draw an egg. Draw some fruit. You don't even have to paint it. Just like try to monochromatic. Get some charcoal. And just do the light and shadows. Do the negative space. That's how you grow, as foundational skills. So, like, my recommendation to Puma, who has a beautiful grasp on anatomy, to improve her artwork would be to do a light and shadow exercise and do not touch the burn and dodge tools. For Sai, I would recommend Sai learn painting techniques, stuff like I'm doing. She has a very much a cell shade, beautiful weighted line art style that's definitely her style. And like even her Vroid is very very stylized to that. She put a lot of effort into making her Vroid have like really heavy line art look. So it actually looks like almost like a 2D anime character, but it's a 3D model, and it's really, really, really neat. And she just did that with what's available in Vroid. She didn't do any like extra 3D modeling or anything. And she made this model too, and it's really great. It's really cute. And she only made it in like an afternoon, and that's way better than I could ever do. Like, I tried using Vroid once, and I was just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But her model's pretty awesome. She's made like all sorts of outfits for it, so like when she does stream, like you can like redeem an outfit change. I would like to do that eventually. I still haven't heard the new song play, so I've got to figure out what's going on there. There's so much administrative stuff to do as a streamer too. It's kind of wild. Like some people are like, "Oh, you do VTuber streaming? That must be so easy." It is not. So many things go wrong. You need so much technology. You need to understand how most of this technology works. You need to be able to troubleshoot it. It's a lot. And like, the reason I don't have a bot on my stream is because I'm not, I have a bit of trouble with that stuff sometimes. Sorry, that weird noise was probably the soda stream that you heard. Yeah, there's so much to know, so much to learn. Welcome back. I don't know if you heard my advice, whether you have wireless headphones or whatever. But if you want to grow beyond stick figures, do some anatomy informed studies, get charcoal, or like do negative space, draw fruits, vegetables, people. Yeah, you heard. If it's something you really, really, really want to do, you will find the time to dedicate to it. And always go outside of your comfort zone. So like for me, these paintings are comfort. Stream is a little bit stressful. Yeah, I have wireless headphones too. They're great. My previous wireless headphones broke, and I didn't have wireless headphones for like a whole year, and I was just like, this sucks! Yeah, it's finding the time. Yeah, especially with your job. your job seems to not care for the skills and effort that you give them. I can't justify the time for passive curiosity. Shouldn't I rest now? Maybe. I got into philosophical chatter and, you know, trying to uplift other people. That's what I like to do. I just want to be helpful to people. Crow said hi, hi to Crow. Remy heated up some food and it smells really good. I should probably make some eggs or something. I'm kind of hungry. I probably won't, but maybe. We're having discussions about life and existential crises. Yeah. Go eat? Nah. Like, I'm a little bit hungry, but I'm not hungry enough to eat. What is it? Ich habe kleinen Hunger. Hunger. That's it. I have a small hunger. I don't know if I got that right, but you know, I do my best. I have to lift my monitor up a bit. My camera is, or maybe not. Can't lift my monitor anymore. My monitor's a maximum height. I only have a small hunger. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to not chat anymore, so you're forced to go. God damn it. I'm a little bit hungry. I'm not hungry enough to, like, go eat something, if you know what I mean. It's just my roommate, she heated up one of her factor meals, because that's how she gets her sustenance, because she can't be asked to cook, because it's just not her thing. And it smells really good. It smells so good. And that's the problem with living in an apartment tower and with people who cook in the apartment tower, is when people start cooking their meals, it starts to smell really good. And if you're fasting, for whatever reason, it's the worst. Alright, everybody's making food, and, like, I should get up and move and do my administrative stuff and my laundry and, you know, be an adult. You're a soylent, boys. I try to eat real food. It's just real food's expensive. Alright. Since Evan is streaming and we've given him time to really get going, we're gonna raid Evan today. Thank you all for coming by. Thanks to Kaneko Chu as well for showing up. I know I stream really early in the morning. Say hi to Braddock for me. I haven't seen him in years. Try very hard not to eat real food. Well, maybe you should eat real food. The joys of food. Alright, see you guys. We are off sailing to other waters. Enjoy Evan Blair art. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Unless I'm really sick. I don't know. Maybe something's coming on, maybe not. But if I'm live, I'm live. See you guys. Thank you all for coming. I love you.